Let me take a sip of my Powerade and we'll get started. So, once upon a time, a person bought two new boards because everybody was pretty excited that, there were new x86 boards out there. And when he got it, he tried to put in a battery, and the battery broke. He then tried to fix said battery holder with super glue. And because of that, it never could hold the battery correctly. So he wanted to show off and do a nice video where everything looked good. The other issue was there's no case for it. Hi guys, TerrorPUP here, and today we're going to be talking about the Radxa X2L board. And this is my 8 gig, and this is the one I was just talking about. I did buy two of these. I bought a 4 gig and an 8 gig, and the 4 gig I didn't get a fan for because I could only get one. And I did bust the battery holder and was not too thrilled that I did that. I did try to fix it with super glue. I should have found a friend who knew how to solder, order a new battery holder, and see if they could replace it. But needless to say, it still works. I'm gonna try to use an Odroid real-time clock with it and put it on the GPI GPIO pins and hope that it will work. I don't think it will. The other issue that I had with this was there are no cases. Okay. And because there are no cases, I didn't want to run it like running something in the box. I could. I mean, it's got nice foam, but I like cases. I want to show it off. So a buddy of mine, and I'm going to put a link to his channel, Akuma Mods. He has helped me out quite a bit, both before I started doing YouTubes. Back in the day, I would do retro gaming, and he would actually print out cases, and he made a lot of recommendation about boards and things like that. Really nice guy. He's up in up north, and he printed two of these beautiful cases. And I meant really beautiful. They're two-piece. It's from a STL file that I found online. And I was super excited because I was like, wow, that's really nice. The other thing that I found, whoops, try not to get it to roll, was I found this screw kit, that had the right screws. So I'm using these M2 10, and it holds it together very nicely. So I'm going to put this back over here with the other 5. And we're going to put this over there. So, okay, TerrorPUP, so why didn't you just do a video on the 4 gig board? Well, when I ordered it, I only got one fan. It's on the one with the busted battery. So I ordered a new fan. Okay. I ordered a wireless card. Okay, this is the Radxa A8 wireless modules that comes with 2 antennas. I got a battery for the real-time clock. And I know I'm weird, but I went ahead and ordered another Radxa X2L 8 gig. Just like the other one, it has no eMMC. It's just 8 gigs, and we're going to use, for once, we're going to use a SanDisk NVMe 512, or no, this is a 500 gig. And the reason we're using this is apparently Micro Center's sending all their stock for the Duluth store to the new one up in Charlotte. Hey, Micro Center, please stop that, okay? It's getting really irritating walking in there, needing what I need, and I'm being told by your sales staff that stuff's being diverted to the other store. If you don't want us to get upset, tell your staff to stop saying that, okay? Because I love you guys. I know I've given you guys bad reviews in the past, but I really do love you guys. You know, why else do I not stop there once a week and look for stuff? But anyway, so we're using a SanDisk, okay? I don't have the kind of money to buy a Samsung. I would prefer to have a Inland because they're really good. But we're going to use this one for right now, okay? So we're going to assemble this, okay? And we're going to get everything together, and then I'm going to install openSUSE on this board, okay? So with that, we're going to stop. We're going to turn off the mic, and we're going to proceed to put this thing together, okay? All right, so I bought this heatsink and I wanted to use it with the NVMe, but it's too thick. I mean, I could cut this out, but I don't want to. And trying to get the board out, I had to stop because I was afraid I was going to break the board. So that's why there's a cut there. I'm going to go ahead and put this back on without the heat sink. I think I got some thermal pads that I can add on to there. I just trying to alleviate some heat. But before I put this back into the case, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I attach the fan, okay, and get the battery in there. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so we got the heat sink on like you saw me put it. I do have the fan attached to the board. Now it's got a bit of weight. So I found out that it's best when inserting it into this case that you lean it at kind of a 20 to 30 degree angle, push down. And when you do so, it pops in there very nicely. As you can see, everything's lined up. Okay. So now the only thing I need to do, and I'm going to turn the camera off because I may cuss, but I'm going to get these antennas onto this little board. It's nothing against the manufacturers. It's just these are super tiny. I'm blind. No, I'm not kidding. I gotta find my readers because I need like my 2.5s just so I can see it, and then I gotta pray to God that I can get these connected on there and not break anything. Okay, so we're gonna stop, and once I got the antennas hooked up, we'll hook it in here, and I'm actually gonna see if I can stick it to the sides because my goal is I don't want to remove this anymore. It would be nice to have put this into, you know, like a 1 terabyte, but I have another board that again doesn't have the battery, and I might try it, put a 1 terabyte with it. Eventually I do want to compare this to the UE2X1, both of them running Proxmox, but for now this is going to be a portable workstation. Okay, so a couple things. I got it together, and I'm not sure about this, but I went ahead and used the adhesive tape on the antennas to put it out like that. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if this is SUSE on this stick. Okay, we'll find out. It's up, the fan is running, it's really quiet. The case again is very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some things set up. So first of all, let's get this clock fixed. Whoops. Come on back here. So let's see. All right, it is July. There we go. It's been a while since I've set up a BIOS, so all right. 14th. And it is definitely not the year 6621. As you can see, as I'm lowering this back down to 2024, we do have a total of 8 gigs of memory. The speed of the memory is 2400, so DDR4. Okay, and it's probably LPR DDR4. I'm going to do a video later because I want to compare this to the UE2X1. The only other board I could compare it to, but it's probably too old, is the Odroid H2. But we're gonna go through all this here in a second. So almost traveling back through time. It's interesting, if you look over to the side, it says default years are between 2025 and 2099, but somehow we were in the year 6500. So interesting. Okay, come on, guys. Used to, you could type in a value. I'm not sure if I can. Probably could. So we're not too far off. And we are using American Megatronics, one of the standard BIOSes around. Okay. And I may look online and see if they have a updated BIOS for it. Okay. The board was built February of this year, as you can see up there. So maybe that is the latest and greatest. We're getting closer. Okay. You can't see it from above, but like I said, the fan's running. It's pretty nice. Heatsink is a little bit warm to touch. There is a white LED indicating that it is on. All right, there we go. So now we're going to set the system time to 1800 or 6 p.m. Okay. And it is approximately 27 after. Actually 28. And there we go. Tab. Okay. So now I'm not going to worry about any of this right now. I do want to make sure it does see the NVMe. It does. Good. And I guess we could, saying it's out of HDMI 2. So this must be HDMI 1. We won't mess with it. See. CPU configuration and virtualization's on. This all looks good. So 2 gigahertz. Okay. And let's go chipset, securities. It is booting up secure boot, so that's good. Go into boot. And we'll select as, I do believe this is going to be openSUSE. Okay. And we'll hit save and exit. And it's saying there's nothing on that. All right. We will be right back because we are going to nuke this flash drive and install Tumbleweed on it. Alrighty. So at Southeast Linux Fest, the System 76 guys were out there, and I did pick up one of their USB sticks, and we're going to try to get this up and running. There we go. Hopefully it'll come up with no issues. And we'll install PopOS. And this will be the first time for me to play around with PopOS, so this will be kind of fun. Keeps looking for an NVIDIA card. I guess it takes advantage of those. I do have a Fedora disk. I know I said I was going to install openSUSE, but I actually found that I had a version of Fedora on my computer, and I figured I'd try that. Okay, it flashed. Hopefully something's going to come up. Flash drive is beeping. I'm going to go on mute and we'll speed this part up. Hopefully something will come up in the next couple minutes. Look at that. I stopped hitting I turn off the mic and it comes up. All right. Is not responding. We'll say wait. There we go. English, English, English. Yeah, default keyboard. And we'll do clean install because, like I said, I've never used it. There's our SanDisk. Okay. All right. Username. Right. Okay. We'll try the encryption on there. I've never encrypted a drive, but yeah, why not? Hopefully, if this works out, I can carry this in my backpack when I travel. Now, a couple things while it is installing. So the Radxa X2L, you will need a probably can't see very well, but you will need the Radxa power supply, the PD 30 watt. Okay. Hopefully you'll get the cable, but you'll definitely need that for it. Okay. All right, we're extracting the files. So I'm definitely going to go on mute, let it do its things, and then when it's done, we'll reboot and come back. Okay, so PopOS is installed, and I've already updated the BIOS and removed the flash drive. And hopefully here in a second we will get it to install. Now, I had to cut away, and when I did, part of my audio didn't record. But one of the things that it did, which was kind of unusual, is it encrypted the drives. So PopOS during their installation will allow you to encrypt the drive. The other thing I went ahead and did was the updates for the OS. Went ahead and selected that I'm using the dark theme. You should see it here in a second. But all right, my Radxa X2L is up and running. This is the 8 gig, and this kind of show you guys. We'll go ahead and launch a terminal, and we'll type htop. So sudo apt install htop. Okay, we're installing that. The other thing I went ahead and did was connect the wireless, and the strength on the antennas is pretty good. So this kind of show you guys, I'm picking up quite a number in my house and around the neighborhood. So believe it or not, guys, this here, Ugly Press, that is the mini R3 that's in a room far away from here, and I got full signal, which is, again, quite impressive. Okay, so I was kind of worried about the antennae being stuck out on the outside of the case, but that should be fine. All right, just kind of give you guys a quick, there it is, 8 gigs. And we're using, well, we're not using, but it's set up an 11 gig partition. We shouldn't be using any of it. And we're not. All right, so I'm going to do a video here in about a couple weeks to compare this one with the UE2X1, okay? And probably we'll get, it would only be fair if it's the same OSs, and I have Windows 11 on the X1. I don't have a Windows 11 installed disk, but I might look around, see if I can get that. If not, I will definitely install Windows 10 on it so I can compare to the two. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you a lot. Thanks to Akuma Mods. I'm really excited because, like I said, this looks beautiful. The other one, okay, the other one that I'm going to be setting up, I'm going to get this set up, and I decided that this is going to run the Fedora. I'm going to try some other OSs for a while, and not too happy with where openSUSE is right now, but we're going to get this one set up. And then, like I said, I got a third one that I'm going to try to get up and running. I gotta check the pins, but if I get it up and running, I'm hoping that this real-time clock, I can use it on here. Probably can't, but we're gonna try it. But who knows? I will use this without a real-time clock, because I don't think I can solder this off there. I may still ask a friend if they can figure out a way to unsolder it, but I will try it without it. I'm thinking about running Proxmox on this one. Okay, that's going to do it. These are the Radxa X2L. I'll leave a link in the description. And until next time, Peace.